Hello cooking friends, welcome back to another video. Now today's a little bit different. It's a little bit something different. Actually, I'm organizing my hot beverages because I realized that I have them stashed in different places and I want to know what the inventory is like, what things I am out of, what things I currently have. I actually like to watch shopping hauls and inventory and restock and reorganize videos. So I thought, why not try to make one? So here I have a variety of teas and coffee, mostly coffee. I'm realizing it seems to be coffee connoisseurs over here, and hot chocolate. There's some hot chocolate in there. I'm also realizing that some of my mainstays aren't even here. For example, I don't see not one sachet of ginger tea, so we have to fix. To categorize it, over here I have the coffees. Yeah, I don't know. I have like quite a bit of folders because I did randomly. I did a research about the best instant coffees, and Folgers came up as #1, and I'm like, Folgers? I didn't even know Folgers was still a thing. I remember being a kid and hearing the commercial, the best part of waking up with Folgers in your cup, and that's pretty much all I knew about Folgers. I'd never tried it, so I'm like, let me see if I should try it. And then when I went online to buy it, like Amazon have it for some ridiculous prices, and then I realized that it's a product that's more common in the US than here in Canada. And when I went to look at various supermarkets, they didn't have it. And then I found it on Instacart on Shoppers Drug Mart. So I was like, well, if this is a rarity, let me grab 4. So that's why, yeah, it's not that Folgers is my favorite. It's actually quite nice, but this one is still my favorite, Nescafe. And Nescafe is my favorite because it's nostalgic. Nescafe is actually the first instant coffee I've ever had to drink. Obviously, it was not the same brand. The same type. Nescafe has several types of coffee. If you know Nescafe back in the day, I'm not talking about Nescafe in like the last 5 to 10. Sorry, why am I dating myself that far back? I'm not talking about Nescafe in like the last 5 years, because in the last 5 years, Nescafe changed their original formula. They messed with it and they jacked it up, right? So it doesn't taste quite like it used to. And if you go on Amazon and you read like the reviews, you hear a lot of people complaining that they messed with it. It doesn't quite taste the same. They don't know what they did to it. Blah de blah. But I found that if you look at the Nescafe in the international aisle, this is in Chinese. Pro tip here. This one, the 3-in-1 Nescafe, they didn't have a chance to mess with it too much. So apparently, like wherever this is from, I think it's China, they haven't messed with the formula too much yet. So this one is still good. The 3-in-1, you can find it in the international aisle in Walmart. But like the regular Nescafe out in like the coffee tea aisle, it's not it. It's not giving. Even on Amazon, like I bought like Nescafe Gold. We like coffee, so obviously we had to drink it when we didn't have a choice. But this one hasn't even been open. But this one we get on a regular basis because it's still good. But once upon a time when we couldn't get Nescafe, like the price was just too ridiculous, like $6 a bottle or $5 something a bottle, we were like, you know what, let's try the white label. Let's try the store brand. And we tried the store brand, the Walmart instant coffee store brand, and surprisingly it tastes good. And so we started getting it. Like even when Nescafe came down to a reasonable price, we were like, no, this is good. We're going to keep getting this. Until we realized that people caught on to the fact that the Great Value instant coffee actually tastes good. And then like it was like being sold out a lot. Yeah. So that's that. And then for coffee, I would say out of all of the instant coffees in the world, Jamaican coffee, especially the Blue Mountain varieties, would be number one. And Jamaica is number one for a lot of people in general. Okay, and the second best coffee I've ever tasted was actually from a cafe called Cafe Justo in Mexico, in Agua Prieta, Mexico. Their Arabica blend, like, that's one of the best coffees I've ever had, so I'd put that to number two after like any of the Blue Mountain coffees. Unfortunately I don't have any because that was, you know, years ago that I went to Mexico, and I haven't been back, and I don't see where it's sold on Amazon. But recently I tried the Dominican Republic coffee, Santo Domingo. I think that's their number one coffee over there, and it's sold on Amazon. But here I have, like, you know, the little hotel versions that they give you when you stay. Yeah, I tried to take up one every day so that they would replace it, and I'm like, okay, this will be my little takeaway, take back, so I wouldn't have to like buy it in the airport. When I got to the airport, I realized that this coffee is actually also sold on Amazon, both on the US side and the Canada side. So if you want to check out the Santo Domingo coffee from DR, you can go check that out. I think that's it for the coffees. Now we're going to move on to the hot chocolate before we jump back to the teas. Now this is not Nesquik, we're actually out. The favorite around here. In true Jamaican style, this is being used as a storage container. So I'm going to double back to show you what we have stored in here. We recently ran out of Carnation, which is another favorite, so we got the Tim Hortons. Because Tim Hortons was actually for a reasonable price on Amazon. I think it was like $3 something the other day. So got two, we're down to one. Like I mentioned before, the Carnation hot chocolate with marshmallow is really either the second favorite or the favorite. Probably there's a tie with Nesquik. And we ran out, that's why we got the Tim Hortons. But I wonder if Carnation has the trademark on the mini marshmallows in the hot chocolate, because this one I thought would have had the mini marshmallows, but it didn't. So that's why we had to add our own hot chocolate, if you see from the hot chocolate short. Before we get to the teas, I believe there's a little baggie here that I forgot. I think we have stored some mismatch of teas and coffees here. I'm just gonna empty it out. Oh, this is where we have our hot chocolate balls too in this bag. So these are the Cafe Blue espresso cups that we actually took from a hotel stay. I mean, you pay for them, you might as well take them. Ain't no shame in that game. And then there is a decaf. Where is a decaf? There's a decaf sachet that I just realized it was decaf. I didn't pick this up because decaf is not it for me. And then we have the hot chocolate balls, also from DR. So we have 4 here in the bag, saving those up for Christmas. You know, unless we get some hot chocolate balls along the way from somewhere else. But it's a tradition for me to have hot chocolate on Christmas. And usually it's Jamaican hot cocoa. Okay, so that's that for this bag. And now we're on to teas. So we have here a chamomile, organic chamomile tea that's, you know, good for insomnia. And like if you just want a feeling of calm, it says chamomile and lavender tea. And then back to the next quick container now. True Jamaican style, this is now for storage. A bunch of teas that are like finishing. So we just tossed the boxes and just kept the few bits and pieces. Really like this tea. It's anything twinning, but this is peppermint and creamy vanilla. And then the peppermint blends, the twinnings breakfast blends. So you have the Irish, English, yeah, it's a whole box. The Earl Grey, that one is my favorite, black tea. And there's a fourth one, the blue one. This is the lady grey. Yes, anything twinnings, you cannot lose. You cannot. Okay, so that's that for the Nesquik tea jar. Then for teas now, I recently discovered these Tetley teas. During the whole COVID. Yeah, these, I don't know if they're new, but I just recently discovered them. You have all these different types. This one is vitamin D. Yeah, see, this one is called Super Herbal Tea Sunshine, vitamin D. Lemon and orange with vitamin D. Yeah. And then this one is green tea. And then this one is, I think, lemon echinacea with zinc. They even have ones with turmeric, like so many different kinds, and it's just nice. You know, if you're feeling under the weather, you want something like a pick-me-up type of tea that feels like a medicinal type of tea. I don't know if it's medicinal, but you know, you can never go wrong with drinking a cup of tea. And then this one is medicinal. But you know, once you feel the symptoms of like a cold, flu, whatever coming on, you drink one of these with some hot water in a cup, you're good to go. See, we're only down to 3. And that's that. So that's a lot. I thought it would be way more than this. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking through it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, please give the video a like and a comment. Feel free to subscribe so that you're notified every time I post a video, especially a video like this. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye bye.